GM, everyone. Welcome back to another show. Lacking energy this morning. Nah, just kidding. How is everyone? What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. My solicitor doing solicitor things, annoyingly. Anyways, good morning, Craig. How are you on this fine Friday morning? Looking like the weekend will be a nicer weekend compared to last weekend, which was, actually a nice weekend of rain because we haven't had one like that for a while. I'm actually back live on Abstract. I decided to stream on Abstract today, running it back. So, go support the stream. But it's good to be back over on there, Eli. Oh, dude, it was funny. I was watching his stream yesterday, and I don't know how long you tuned in for, but there's a few comments, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, just be honest.
I couldn't get his attention, man.
It's going to the shitter. Anyways, how are you today, mate? How's things?
Hey, bro. I'm good. Thank you, GM, everyone. Thanks for pulling up today. I'm good, dude. It's Friday, so I'm pretty stoked to have the weekend, man. It's nice to have a weekend, spend time with the family. Wife went out last night. She was out. She's in Brisbane, so it's just me and the boy last night. So we were just playing games, and it was a good day, man. Ordered KFC and playing video games. Nintendo was the one yesterday, so playing a bit of Nintendo Switch. That was dope. And then got the day with him today, so that's exciting. Got a few phone calls I've got to knock out. Few potential partners for the show, so that's exciting. Even if we're in a bear market, it's nice to see that sort of thing still happening. It is pretty dry out there, so good to see we're still having those sorts of conversations. So a bit of a tip of the hat to the show, Greenie, and I guess the quality we are putting out, which is nice. So that's good to hear. Other than that, dude, I'm looking forward to a weekend of rugby, some sport, distract myself that way. Another good night's sleep last night. I've been doing the Greenie, no phone before bed.
Nice, mate. Do you read? I read before bed.
That's the next thing I'm on to, bro. I haven't started yet, but I laid in.
Get a Kindle.
Yeah, I thought about it last night, and I was lying there in bed, and it was weird because I was like, I'm not ready to go to sleep, but I don't want to scroll my phone because if I scroll my phone, I'm going to get excited about something, or someone's going to annoy me about something, or you know what I mean? That someone's going to rustle my energy.
Yeah.
So I need something like a book. So I was deciding last night. My decision was fiction or non-fiction. So I don't know if I go ham on like a big book, like a Lord of the Rings type book, something like that. Or if I go something like a biography, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I've enjoyed in the past, Chili Peppers, stuff like that. So what do you read? What's your...
I read fantasy, sci-fi. Yeah. I mean, I've tried reading like business books and growth books and like self-biographies. Like I would much rather watch that sort of content. So for me, my wife is she's an avid reader and she got me into it, and she suggested like it's a very well-known series. I can't even think of it off the name of my head, but it's there's like 3 different series in this one. Akatar, I think it is. Like it's just a real sci-fi knowledge. Like it's pretty much, it's probably not your normal adult man's book, but I love sci-fi. And you know what I love about it is it allows me to switch off. And I think that's so key because it allows me to get into a routine. I read for anywhere, like if I'm in the juicy section of the book, I could be 45 minutes to an hour. If I'm really exhausted, then potentially I could be reading for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and it puts me to sleep and I'm gone. So I'd highly recommend it. Honestly, guys, like the best decision you can make. Like we still watch a show. Like we're watching Dark on Netflix at the moment. It's in German. Epic show. Highly recommended. Excellent. You have to obviously read the subtitles, but really good show. It's very supernatural, very it's kind of good. I don't want to spoil anything, but only like 5 episodes.
I saw, if I'm right, Greenie, you just finished up Better Call Saul.
Excellent. Very slow burn.
I watched that a few years ago. It's so good. I was gutted when it finished. Gutted.
Dude, I was like, there's no way. It's just I don't want to spoil it, but he ends there and she ends there. I'm like, oh, like it kind of like broke your heart a little bit,
Bro, I was gutted. I was a big Breaking Bad fan, like massive. So when that show came around, I was like, I get a second go at the show. Yeah. I just thought they did it so well. Shout out to that show. It is sick. If you haven't seen it. I
agree. Like, I think for me, I was always cautious. I was like, I loved Breaking Bad, but I was like, why would I want to watch The Lawyer? I was like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But then we watched it, and because it was rated so highly, I watched it. We're like, oh yeah, no, that was a pretty epic show. Just a different perspective, right? Like, kind of cool. Slow burn as well, but those last couple of seasons heat up. So no, we like our TV show, but we usually we're in bed by 9-ish, usually most nights, and then we read till about 10-ish, and then we're asleep. So good schedule. best thing you could do. But I still haven't quite got into exercise consistently yet. I think once it starts to cool down a little bit, I think that'll naturally help us a little bit better as well. But let's move into trending topics, guys. So basically, we're going to start with this one, which we did speak about yesterday. We've got some news about Trump. We've got news about markets. We've got topics around why crypto potentially, there's just more leverage being entered into the system every single day. And it's kind of a worry when we consider where we're heading. As we're gambling, as humans. I mean, we're borrowing more, we're gambling more, we're leveraging more. And our perception of time is being squeezed due to apps like TikTok and Reels, where you just scroll and scroll. If you're not instantly satisfied within a second, oh my God, I forgot I've got to put my tweet up.
Yeah,
dude, I hate this, dude. I hate this.
That's what I was doing just then. That's why the audio came through, because I hadn't muted the tab. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, X is diabolical at the moment with these streams. Hey, like if you don't share the tweet, you'll literally get 5 viewers, man. It's like unreal.
It's crazy.
Like, you just can't be found. I don't know why they're doing that. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that.
Why not promote people who are streaming on there, man? Like,
dude, it's ridiculous. I think it's because you're not streaming directly via the platform. They want, it's absolute bullshit, bro. It's this whole Nikita dude. I'm honestly, what a wanker. I'm sorry, but he's a wanker, dude. Like,
nightmare, man, for creators.
He is. Like, he keeps changing all this stuff. Overnight, he's like, oh, prediction markets. I mean, I don't really care because it'll clean up my timeline, and that's fine by me. But like, it's crazy. Yeah, no, Cappy, mate. I appreciate you, mate. You're one of the 3 viewers. Craig has more viewers than me because he shared his posts.
You see what I mean? Like, Greenie normally gets 200, but if you don't share yours, you'll probably get 200 to 300. If you don't, you'll probably get under 100.
Oh, I'd get under 20, I think, because no one will see it.
So, I feel like it's our first stream or something. I'm like 5 viewers. I'm like, wow.
Take it back to 2023.
Like, that's a little bit embarrassing. I'm like, shucks, man.
Yeah. But anywho, let's back to this now. So, Craig, I'll let you talk on this topic first. We did briefly touch on this yesterday. On Twitter, there was a big sort of movement, let's call it, around an altcoin season breaking out. What's your diagnosis, Craig, before I jump into the chart?
Look, I don't even know. I was going to make a joke and so I can see one coming, but I actually don't know how to even joke about it. I don't see an altcoin season coming. I think we could see a little spike like we saw, though. It looks like that. Is that a little candle got pushed down back under resistance?
Yeah, but it's rejected. I mean, this is a monthly time frame. So that's what everyone's probably on the 4-hour chart. Bro, okay. Zoom out.
Okay. So I had a bit of a discussion. Look, it's a person I've kept, he's been I won't say fan of the show. I don't even know if he watches the show, but he's been on my timeline for years. Matty, who look, he's a good trader. He puts out some good TA. And I put up a post. It was a little bit, the post I put out was a little bit like, it didn't really give detail. I just said, no altcoin season, sorry, everyone. And that obviously got a few people, rustled a few jimmies. They wanted more detail. But I didn't think I really needed to put more detail up because I put this chart up. And I sort of felt like maybe this chart might speak for itself. Perhaps it doesn't, but look, there's just been overhead resistance for a long time, since 2017. And we've been seeing less and less and less results in altcoins. So I guess my point was altcoins have been underperforming since 2017. Sure, 21 was pretty fantastic. I was in it then. I will admit it was great. Alts were good. Everything popped off. I think a lot of it came down to the gaming metas. And NFTs and that sort of thing. So it sort of helped Ethereum and things like that. And then as you can see in 24, 25, we had a much, how do I word this, Greenie? It was much less successful. There were only a few runners. There was probably Solana, Ray, and a few other things carrying the whole altcoin market, right? In 24, 25. So my post was really just to say, we've got overhead resistance. It's a trend line. We're battling to get above that trend line. If we pop above it, we might see a temporary reprise for some alts. But my point is it's not going to be an all alt season. That's just not what's happened. We've been saying it for 2 years. What we've been saying for 2 years has been correct. And even if we saw a mini altcoin run, things like AVAX would start to do, I don't know the exact numbers, would have to do maybe a 5, probably upwards of a 10x to hit a prior all-time high. I don't see it doing that, bro, in the current environment. For it to do a 10x, can't see it. And one of the reasons for that as well. It's not just this chart. This just isn't enough information. You've got to look at the Bitcoin chart as well. Bitcoin looks like it wants lower to me. So if Bitcoin's going to dump below 60 eventually, I think alts don't rally, and I think they dump harder. And that's actually what I said in the post. I said alts, even though if they pop off a little bit here, Bitcoin could drag it all down. If Bitcoin goes down another 20, 30% into the 50s, or God forbid the 40s, I don't think people are going to exit Bitcoin to run to alts, bro. And I mean, look at the stablecoin market caps. They're going up. So people are fleeing to stables, not to alts. I haven't seen too many people flee Bitcoin to alts lately, man. So you're a bit better on the technical side, Granny. That's probably a more simplified version. Give me the doctor's diagnosis on that.
I just saw so many people who quote tweeted it. I'm just going back and quote tweeting. I mean, I'm just looking at all the quote tweets. It's so funny. Anyway, sorry, I'm just being a reply guy on my own post. But no, yeah, great point. Okay, yeah, lower highs macro. We'll never have an altcoin season again. Look, we might have a bounce. You might have a fake out. You might have kind of what we saw in 2024, where you have a fake out during the meme coin super cycle. We had multiple fake outs in 2021, but relativity, okay? All these idiots using the total crypto market cap or total 3, okay? It literally negates it because of stablecoins. It literally negates it because of Ethereum. If you want a true chart that represents altcoins only, this is your chart. It's total 3 minus Ethereum, stablecoins, and Bitcoin. And that shows you the realistic, unbiased, unemotional, okay, analysis that so many people need to understand and learn, because so many people are literally, I'm reading my quote tweets right now. Oh, I want to see more posts like this here at support. Like, it's just crazy, bro. The denial is the first step of acceptance. And I think so many people really need to realize how bad they are, okay, at crypto, how bad they are at trading. And maybe they should look at someone who talks realistically, who educate, has unbiased, okay, I'm bearish when I need to be bearish, and I'm bullish when I need to be bullish, okay? Maybe actually step it back to a little bit more research, and then you actually align with someone who's actually been so publicly right for about 3 years straight now, okay? And I'm talking, I have accounts like who follow me, hundreds of thousands of followers. They've been so wrong, okay? So it's all about education, and that's been the whole focus of my brand for so long, Craig, is education. And bullish when you need to be bullish, bearish when you need to be bearish. And this chart shows me, sure, we can get a little bit of a bounce. I'm not saying that you won't, but the macro consensus here is lower highs, lower lows over time, because naturally, okay, Bitcoin, I mean, okay, let's slam this point home, all right? Here, let me show you these charts, okay? If everyone was so bullish on altcoins, then why the hell is no one selling their Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin dominance has literally maintained this range for about 2+ years now, okay? Literally gone between 56 and 66%. If everyone was getting into altcoins, this chart would be collapsing, okay? It's not collapsing, all right? Let's dive deeper, okay? Let's go back to another tweet I just shared this morning, okay? Others, this is a great representation of altcoins outside the top 10. This is a bearish head and shoulders pattern. Now, could it be negated? Yeah, absolutely. It's at the support line. And if it bounces from there, this actually could break out in the months to come. But a smart trader like me, okay, analyzes what price is doing now, but also prepares for the alternative to occur, because trading is all about probability. It's not about 100% I'm going to be right, okay? It's about knowing 70% of the time I want to be right. That's the key, all right? So this is a head and shoulders bearish pattern. Shows me that tokens, even hyperliquid outside the top 10, still can't maintain strength in this chart, literally for the past few years, all right? Lower macro high yet again compared to 2021 cycle, okay? Charts can't lie. Price can't lie, okay? So use price to be unemotional, to be unbiased, and to take a realistic perspective of what is potentially going to happen, and therefore prepare for it, Craig. The amount of people that will be holding altcoins, that will be buying altcoins right now, hoping for a bounce, are literally running their bags to zero. Their portfolios are going to zero. All right, ran over.
I need to add that chart. I need to add that others tokens outside the top 10. That's a ripper. That's very useful, because and that's the issue, and that's what I was kind of alluding to before. You explained it a lot more concisely, in that we will see runners like we saw Solana, like we saw Ray, as Ethereum to a certain degree when it ran up 4x. There is outliers, but there's reasons for those outliers popping off. E.g. Solana with the meme coins, people were having to buy Solana to get into Solana-based meme coins. Same with Ethereum back in 21 with NFTs and Ethereum-based meme coins, e.g. Pepe and Mog. There was a reason to buy the underlying chain, right? Now, I mean, I guess you could still say it's the same for Solana now, but I'm gonna guess people are not trading meme coins nearly as much as they were a year to 2 years ago, meaning the buy pressure on Solana just isn't there. And I totally agree. I need to add that chart. Also, there was an interesting take. I don't know if you saw this, Greeny. Someone put up a chart of Bitcoin saying a head and shoulders is forming, except the one shoulder, the right shoulder, was a good months away from the rest of the body. And Jason Bazzino went on it. Is this a dislocated shoulder?
I followed Jason Reese. I would love to for them to follow us back, but I followed Michael too on the Spaces
not
we did.
Bad, bro. He's a hangman at the moment. He's a hangman, and he goes, "This looks like a dislocated shoulder," and I agree with him. And I was like, people are now trying to. Okay, first of all, it didn't look like a head and shoulders at all. And I'm no head and shoulders expert here, but I know what it looks like. It looks like that chart what you brought up. His one, it looked like a deformity. It looked like Quasimodo. And it's like, dude, I think you're trying to force this chart into a narrative that you want to happen. And that's what a lot of traders get wrong, right? You want something, you're looking at a chart, you're forcing your narrative on the chart rather than letting the chart force the narrative on you. And that's probably one of the hardest things to do in trading. And I know when I first started, I'd be looking for any hope in the chart, bro. Any hope. I'd be messaging my mate who was strong on TA saying things like, bro, this looks like Bitcoin's going to pop here. And he'd go, bro, get off the 15-minute chart. And I'll be like, okay. And he'd take me to the daily and go, it's going nowhere.
Our friend of the show, Wendy, 1 million Bitcoin is coming in. Jason says, not you too, Wendy.
Jason's quality at the moment, bro. I'm enjoying his stuff.
He's on a heater. He's on a heater.
He's having none of it, eh? He's having none of it. I mean, Wendy's clever. I mean, that's clickbait.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's engagement for CT. Yeah.
I mean, I almost did the same post, to be honest. And then I went, oh, so many people have done it. I'll leave it alone. Who was that? Was that Eric Trump?
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's on a heater. Tiffany, am I the only one who's never watched a Mr. Beast video in my life? No, there are 7 billion others.
That's good, bro. He's not bad, bro. He's so dry.
That's quality.
Aussies do it well, eh?
Yeah, Aussies just get it. Aussies do get it.
A hangman, eh? Absolutely. Like, what do you say back to him there?
Nothing. You can't. You can't say it. That's just like, oh, see you later. Oh, crazy. All right, moving on to topics. That's okay. Yeah, a bit of fun at the start of the show today on this Friday. Bit of fun on the Friday morning show. Okay, now let's move back into trending topics. Okay. So President Trump says he solved the affordability crisis. Everything is down.
We inherited a mess with high prices and high inflation, and we've turned it around and we've made it great. And they don't mention, like I said before, they don't mention the word affordability, Kelly. They don't mention, I haven't heard the word in 2 weeks because they can't get away with the gig. It's all a con job with them. Airfares, hotels, car payments, rent, sports events, groceries. Everything's down. Everything's down. Dairy, eggs, potatoes, and chicken.
This is crazy because isn't housing literally at all-time highs in the US as well? And I know for a fact in Australia, in the UK, and in Europe, okay, everything is inflated. I would highly disagree with this comment. I can't comment because I don't live in America. Maybe in certain states it would be cheaper, but I would say overall, I would assume that prices have gone up. I don't know, Craig. Do you know a little bit more about this? Interesting that he's just like he's a bit of a con artist, old Trumpy boy. He loves to go to town on like a specific narrative that he has like done well for a period of time. When even in his last election, right, when he was the boss, he might have done the opposite of what he says now, right? He preaches what people want to hear right now. You know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And exactly, yeah. Brad says it's midterm politics. Exactly, like it's like. He's engagement baiting on CT. That's his same strategy. He's just doing it to the world.
He's amazing, dude. I actually tuned into the last 10 minutes of his speech, and he's good at public speaking, dude. He's so good. Like he can turn bad news and rewrap it, and it sounds amazing. I love or hate Trump. He's such a good salesman, man. He's very good. But when you listen to him long enough, you start to see through the cracks a little bit. This is not exclusive to Trump. This is every politician we've just about ever known. But he's probably just a bit more polished versus Biden in the way that he can communicate. Biden was just a bit too old. Back in Biden's day, I believe he was pretty effective at public communication. He got a bit older. We need to just get younger politicians in that understand the world today, bro.
It is. The world is led by rich old white men. Yeah, rich old white men. Like and I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that. I'm just saying that's literally the demographic of most leaders across the world. It's where are the females at? Where are the other ethnicities at? It's crazy. It is really
young
crazy.
People get some 30-year-olds in there that feel the pain. I mean, the thing for Trump and these other politicians is they're so wealthy and they're asset rich that the property market's gone so well for them. They haven't lost in 2 decades.
Exactly. Yeah.
They live in gated communities.
Same in Australia. Literally the same thing in Australia.
Same thing. So they're wealthy. So it doesn't affect the wealthy as much. A lot of the tax breaks tend to go through. I don't want to go too much into that. But look, we need some young blood in there. Basically, from my point of view, we need some young people in there. So young people start getting loud, man. We need some fresh blood. These old men just don't get it anymore. They're washed.
Yeah, I mean, like in a digital emerging world, it's fascinating. Like I mean, I've seen some of those clips of Congress, and they've got some younger people in there, and they're going like after the TikTok founders and stuff like that. And that's kind of where you want to be. Like someone in that sort of 40, 50 range sort of has kids right now who are like growing up in the world that it is today, not someone who's 70, nearly 80, okay, leading countries. It's a fascinating time. It's a fascinating time. Moving on a little bit close. I mean, it's still the same sort of topic. Okay, Bitcoin shakes off U.S. session losses as Trump stays U.S. trade deficit cut by 78%. So tariffs have slashed the U.S. trade deficit by 78%. Investors are focused less on the accuracy of Trump's trade figures and more on renewed tariff talk could mean higher for longer interest rates. We've been speaking about this, Greg, as a strong dollar and pressure on risk assets like cryptocurrency. We go lower in 26, baby. I've been saying this for months, baby, and it's right here. And again, price action shows you these things before news headlines come out and confirm it for you and make it a catalyst and make it play out even more aggressively, right? So I don't know, Craig, what do you reckon?
Yeah, same thing as you. I think these news headlines are backing up now what price has done. And now, I mean, as humans, we look for a reason why things happen. And now the news presents you on a silver platter their narrative on why it's happening versus it's just cyclic. I felt, well, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I just felt like the longer I'm in the market, the more I realize news has very little to do with price action. Price action drives news. So 100%. If you want to be ahead of the curve, instead of reading the news, watch the chart, act accordingly to the chart, and you'll probably be ahead of probably 90% of the people out there who wait for the news to tell you why something happened. Price will tell you that it's Price is like a live news station, and it's feeding you live news before there's a headline explaining what that is. I don't know if I explained that very well, but pretty much if you're reading the news, you're too late. Way too late. Exactly. Months too late. Probably here with this headline, months too late.
Price moves before news moves, right? And you can prepare for that based on analysis. And that's what we try and teach you here on this show. All right, moving on to the next topic. Binance stablecoin reserves surpassed 45 billion, now holding 65% of all stablecoins on centralized exchanges. That's big news, Craig. They've been selling Bitcoin for a long time. I mean, if I pull up the article just to give you a little bit more clarity as well, they hold $47 billion in stablecoins. Okay, that's 31% jump in 12 months. So what are they selling? They're literally selling their Bitcoin. Meanwhile, rivals are far behind. OKX holds 9 billion. Coinbase sits at 6.5 billion. Bybit trails with roughly 4 billion. As the US prepares for a major overhaul, this could influence the next phase of crypto time. Stablecoins on exchanges are piling up. Loosened regulations on crypto have hyped up stablecoin market in the past year and sparked supply, with Binance housing the majority of that stablecoin reserve. Capital continues to concentrate there. Very interesting, Craig. Like we've been saying for a while, Binance is selling. We don't know why. Maybe they're just taking profits. Okay. Maybe they did get smashed in the 10-10 liquidation event. We don't know, but $47 billion, 31% increase, and 65% of all stablecoins are on Binance. Very interesting.
That's
Very
unreal, dude. I don't know. 65%.
Mm.
I almost don't. I don't understand that. Like, what the hell?
Control. That's control. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that what they do and what they say seems very different?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say what they say, I mean what CZ says, which is, I mean, I know CZ's passed the buck and he says he's not in control of Binance, but I don't really buy that, right? I don't really buy that at all. That's just a bit of shifting chairs, just so the heat goes off the company for a bit. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, guys, so just relax, but that's just what it looks like. That's the thing that kind of frustrates me. He says you got to hold to get rich. Meanwhile, Binance is the heaviest seller of Bitcoin for since 1010. It's a bit fishy. I would say you were better off following what they were doing rather than what they were saying, and going into stables since 1010 would have been probably the move. So, yeah, unfortunate, man. And unfortunately, retail, that's the sort of stuff that gets retail wrecked. You know, if you were new to the market and you're following CZ, you'd be like, oh, okay, he knows what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, damn, damn, he was wrong. He was wrong. So, yeah, I don't know, man. He's a bit toxic to the space CZ at the moment, isn't he?
Well, yeah, it's counterintuitive, right? He became the main guy there for a period of time with the whole BNB season as well, like kind of late last year. But yeah, it is a fascinating time, in my opinion, to just see how they continue to move. Because for me, it's like you say, I think he has deassociated himself from Binance. He might be a puppet master indirectly, or he actually has no idea what's happening there and he's just passed the baton. I don't know. It is an interesting world, but yeah, that's a lot of money stacked up in, exactly. The majority shareholder in Binance. And so he still controls it. He might not make the business decisions, but he still has every incentive for that platform to do really, really well. All right, moving on to the next topic. This is the pretty much why the title it is today. Retail continues to lend, Craig. We speak about leverage often on the show. We speak about borrowing. We speak about people over allocating. We speak about gambling. This continues to be basically a strong topic in 2026. Coinbase now aims to let XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin holders borrow up to $100,000 without selling. This is pretty crazy, in my opinion. Coinbase is expanding its US crypto-backed lending service to include XRP, Dogecoin, Cardano, and Litecoin, allowing more customers to borrow against their holdings without selling. The loans, capped at 100 grand, so 6 figs, routed on-chain through Morpho protocol, are available nationwide except for New York, and use wrapped versions of the same token, kind of like wrapped ETH if you've ever traded NFTs. While marketed as a tax-efficient way to access liquidity, the product carries liquidation risk if collateral value drops and may trigger taxable events when assets are converted into wrapped tokens. That's interesting, actually, that second point there. Coinbase is expanding its crypto-backed lending protocol to the US to include this. I don't know, Craig, dude, a smart play, again, from a business perspective. If you're a retail participant, if you're a normie, which we both are, we just do a little bit more because we work in this industry, okay? We are both normies. I think lending is the future, but lending against altcoins that are going to zero, like Cardano, it's going to zero. Why would you do that? And why would you even hold that token in the first place? I mean, we can pull that chart up. I'll pull that chart up while you have a little ramble about this as well.
Yeah, so this is something that I did a little bit in 21. So Nexo, they offered the ability to lend against your Bitcoin and your altcoins and things like that. It's great when price goes up. It's really bad when price goes down. And the timing of this announcement is wild to me. Not even, I wanted to say near the bottom. Might not be near the bottom. What happens is, I see what they're saying. It can be a tax efficient way if you loan, and then you make fiat over here, which you pay tax on, obviously, and then you can repay the loan over here, right? Then you're not paying tax on that part here, but you do over on your income there. But if you loan, say, 100K, but the value of your altcoins goes down a certain percentage, and you've got to cover the gap. You've got to sell you've either got to make money over here or sell your tokens that you're holding to repay the loan. That triggers a tax event, which is what that article is alluding to. So if price dumps, you will trigger a tax event, meaning you won't have the tax efficiency that you were looking for, which is more likely to happen on a asset that's decreasing in price. Like altcoins.
Like ADA, which is making new macro lows as we speak.
Lower. So really good for the business to offer that. Really good for the business because they can't lose. They also, so you also borrow at a percentage. I don't know what they were lending at. I think Nexo was, I had a good account. So I think mine was maybe 5%. But for average people that didn't have as much money as me in there, might have been even upwards of 10%. So that's not a terrible. It's not great though either, but it's not terrible. It's half of a credit card if you draw cash, which I hope no one does that. But I did that in 21. It worked well for about 6 months when alts pumped. But I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't take profits on those alts, and I didn't repay the loan. And then they dumped out of nowhere. And as we all know, alts can drop very quickly. Like in a day, they can drop 20%. I mean, I remember in 21 alts dropping upwards of 40%. It was a massive crash. And I think my Matic bags went down 40% in one day. And I couldn't even sell, man, on Binance. So the other thing that happens in these events like that is your ability to pay back the loan. You can't even get onto the platform. So by the time you get on, your port's blown, bro. Like you're wrecked. You're just getting all these alerts going, you have to pay us. I had like 10 emails from Nexo going, you owe us. I couldn't even log in to pay. So I was like, holy shit, they've got me by the balls here, man. I was like, I better on Binance sell some of my coins to pay back Nexo. I couldn't log into Binance. So I got effed, bro. I got effed. So be very careful loaning against altcoins. Like I think it's dangerous as credit cards, bro. Like it really can.
It's more risky, right? It's more risky because it's more risky, right? Credit cards, your repayment interest rate is lower. Bank loan, my bank repayment loan for our house is about 5.75. This is literally, it says maximum rate could be capped at 50%. 50%. Okay. Fees are charged as a percentage of the interest generated by the vault's investment. This automatically calculated based on the real asset values reported by adapters. Imagine paying 50% and your token is dumping at the same time. That's a max. Okay, I'm sure it's not that high. Management fee also capped at 5%. Dude, I don't know. Like, sure, if you want to lend against, if you manage to time the bottom, okay. I know Easy took a loan out on a Solana back at $100 and that went up, right? So sure, I would much rather kind of borrow from a bank than probably do an on-chain protocol too. There's risk involved with the liquidity, with the security of the platform. The bank, whereas a bank is a little bit like it's staple, it's in society, right? So the liquidity might be fake, but because they don't have the cash there. But in theory, it's a lot less. It's a more secure way to go about lending and borrowing money. But yeah, I don't know, Craig. This is very interesting. I personally would never do that on an altcoin. I think in the future, Bitcoin could be a really good hedge in terms of borrowing against. I don't think there'll be much else that probably is in that category, but Bitcoin, I'm kind of happy to consider that in the future. Kara said, "How's your Pippin short doing, Greeny?" Yeah, dude, we hit 2 TPs already. Stop losses already. Yeah, stop losses well in profit as well. So I mean, where is my chart? Down here. Yeah, here, I'll show you. So I mean, there you go. 187. My stop loss is here, and we're taking two TPs. Okay, at the 382.
Look at them hunting your stop loss, bro.
Yeah, I only moved it down after that was already occurred. So that's like if you go down on a 4-hour chart, that's a key level for me is above those highs. So I was like, look, if it breaks back above here and does that, I'm happy to get out of the trade there. So no, send it to zero, and I'm still in the short. Yeah, so really nice short on Pippin. Taking about 50% off the table. So
how good that you can short meme coins, bro.
Dude, so good.
That's amazing in this stage of the market. That's almost free money if you're okay. If you're a half decent trader, maybe you've got to be. Look, don't rush to do this. Like, don't rush. You've got to understand how to do this, and Greeny's very good at it.
Come and learn in GTG. Come and learn how to in GTG. Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's why I'm trying to learn it so rapidly. Is it's a bit of a cheat code in a bear market, man. Especially meme coins. Oh my god, because they all go to zero, man. Eventually, if you time the short, I'd put it this way: I'd much rather be shorting meme coins than buying any alt or meme coin at the moment.
Nah, we got plenty of time to be buying later in 2026. Cappy saying, I wonder if you get write-off if this does decrease. You're still, I don't know. I'm not sure. It would be US. I don't know. I don't know how US tax system works directly. Craig, any comment on that?
I'm not too sure. Okay. That's a pretty big question.
Yeah. And he also says, so if you loan out, if you lose money in the market via the loan, would you still be able to write that off as a tax, or you cooked because technically you're stuck in the loan? I would say the latter part, you're technically stuck in the loan. So you would still owe money some capacity for that loan. So you might be tax efficient, but you would still owe money for the loan, right? It just screams, it screams gambling in an indirect way. Again, you're leveraging a shitty altcoin and lending against that. Oh, dude, it's like people who lend NFTs on Blur never understood that as a trading like strategy. Like, I know, like, if you're the top 1%, what's his name on CT? I can't remember his name. The huge whale of NFTs. Can't remember his name. Anyway, if you're like him and you know how to leverage it and play those market conditions and you have a lot of liquidity to do it, go for it. I think a common person should not be looking to lend crypto. It is so volatile, man. Particularly NFTs and altcoins and meme coins. Like, just no. I wouldn't even lend my Bitcoin, to be honest, right now. To be like, Bitcoin could easily trade in the 30K range later this year. We don't know. That's still another 40% down, right? So you just need to be so careful, man. You need to be so careful. All right, moving on to the next topic. Ripple CEO Brad says that there's a 90% chance crypto market structure legislation will pass by April. Here's the clip.
Who's been an advocate. I think it's now 90% it will pass by the end of April. I had said a couple weeks ago, I thought end of April. At the time, people thought that was a little optimistic. There's a meeting today.
Look at the blood!
With a lot of leaders
on both
sides, the crypto and banking in the White.
So there's a meeting today. This was recorded this morning about 8 hours ago. 90% chance that crypto market structure legislation will pass by April. Clarity Act, everything like that. Genius Act. I think we're heading in the right direction, particularly with this whole 1010 liquidation, Binance manipulation. I think we're heading in the right direction for maturity of crypto as an asset class and as an industry. A lot of people might find regulation bearish. I kind of find it kind of bullish now after being in the industry for a long time. I think it is actually where we need to head. Greg?
Yeah, agreed. I think it is. As much as the freedom fight in me doesn't want to say that, I just also appreciate that's how the world works. And you can't fight against the current. The current's too strong, man. Like, if you swim against it, you're like, I want freedom, I want the government out. The government are never getting out of this stuff. So best to hope for the best, right? I think I'm the same as you. I think this bodes very well for the next bull run. I know people want me to say it bodes well for now. I think price is going down, and I don't know if something like this will create a new bull run from here. It might pad it a bit, as you and me have been talking about. Maybe the lows aren't as low as what we thought initially, Greeny. Maybe. I'm hesitant to say that though. I still think we see the lows. I just think it's like the seasons. You're going to get a winter, you're going to get an autumn, you're going to get a spring. You can't fight it, man. So I think it's best just to ride it out, buy as close to the bottom as you can, and do it that way rather than buying based on news articles like this. I just don't think these are. Man, we've had some fantastic news come out over the last couple of years, and some of it's done really well for the market, but the market still did what it wanted to do, bro. It still dumped from 126K. So, I can't argue. We're down 50%. Even with all this bullish legislation coming through, I think, and again, we spoke about this the other day, normally narrative has a better effect on price than the actual law passing. It was more that this law was coming, that price action probably did quite well, rather than, it's here. People don't seem to get as excited about it's here as much as, it's coming in the future for some reason. I don't know why that is with markets, but it's almost like you're excited about getting a present on Christmas morning, but then when you unwrap it, maybe it's not quite as good as you thought. I don't know. It's excitement that people seem to drive price on. So I think this is good as well. I think this is great news. I'm bullish on it, but I'm still waiting to buy lower. It's not like I'm seeing this and going, I better get in now.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin didn't rally on this news, and a 90% chance. Where do you get that figure?
Yeah, it's an interesting speculation.
What about 92%?
Yeah, it is interesting. All right, next topic. OpenAI launches benchmarking system to help secure crypto tokens and smart contracts. Very interesting that the collaboration of AI and crypto is happening in real time. We've been speaking about this at length, Craig. Things like Tau might be interesting. Things like Near Protocol might be interesting. But for me, I'm not interested until Bitcoin shows me a bottom, whether that's a V-shaped recovery, whether that's a rounding bottom over weeks, over months. That's when I start to get very interested in AI-specific crypto tokens. But alternatively, as we discussed kind of yesterday or the day before with Cappy as well, when Anthropic and all these OpenAI and everything do go public, valued at $1 trillion, like surely that's a bit of a top signal for a short amount of time. And naturally, I think you'll get great opportunities. We looked at the Google chart yesterday. We compared what Buffett sold, what he bought, what he didn't touch. I think AI will be a play. I think you're just going to get a better opportunity. And I mean, we spoke about it just earlier in the show, Craig. Inflation is still sticky. Cost of living is definitely going up worldwide. Like as much as Trump wants to say affordability is going down in America, it's absolutely garbage when you compare. Literally, everything is up. Everything is up. Currencies against currencies is up. All right. So it's fascinating the story that he tries to sell. So for me, I think there will be a great opportunity to accumulate a lot of risk on assets later in 2026 and probably potentially into 2027. And AI really screams as the major hype speculation trend that has probably taken crypto away from that sort of narrative, that standpoint. So crypto's maturing, as we're seeing with the regulation, with the new Clarity Act and all of that sort of stuff. And AI is emerging as that real potential upside. It will come back to, does OpenAI and all these top dogs, Anthropic, deep, what's the Chinese one? DeepSeek or DeepSea? Will all of those become just juggernauts and they're the best, they're the new Apple, the new Microsoft, the new Amazon of the last 20 years for the next 20 years? Are they the ones that you just buy and you just kind of sit on? Or will stuff like Google or up and coming tech be also an opportunity for infrastructure? I mean, there's this whole, it's fascinating to think about, but also scary. Like, what if AI creates like a whole new mechanism that they no longer rely cloud computing or they no longer need servers to run because they can do, it's just, the world is crazy because we just don't know where it's heading. But from an investment and a trading standpoint, AI crypto still makes a lot of sense heading later into 2026.
Yeah, I agree. I like Ethan's post there. Vibe coded DeFi protocols is the last thing we need. He's probably correct, bro. Like, I see a lot of stuff going wrong with the AI while it's in its infancy here, and I can see protocols falling over because basically someone finds a weakness in the protocol and can hack it, which happens already. I'm not saying this will happen here, but it's certainly, I think with the infancy of AI, I think there's going to be a few F-ups, man, along the way, and some protocols are going to get absolutely destroyed and people are going to lose a lot of money. So be careful in getting into those protocols. I've seen some fall over in 21. I've had money and things and the whole thing just collapses and you're like, no, there goes $5,000 or whatever. So as exciting as AI is, and it's exciting because it's new. With something being new comes a lot of vulnerability. So super interesting to see. I don't know how this is going to go, but yeah, man, I've got my eyes open and I'm ready to watch Rome burn, really.
Well, like this again, this attacks the builders. Like Eli was speaking about it on his stream yesterday. He's like, yeah, what about builders and stuff? I'm like, dude, like AI is happening in real time. Some random guy can sit at his computer at home or lady can sit at the computer at home and vibe code anything. The world is changing. Stop thinking about what even life is right now and start thinking about what life could potentially be. That's how you win as a trader. That's how you win as an investor. And that's also how you probably continue to win with business and with marketing, with a brand as well. Like, so many people get this wrong. You should be thinking about what's going to happen, not what is currently happening or what has previously happened. And that can be applied to anything. literally. And that's, again, wisdom. I'm only 30, guys. I know it's crazy, but that's some wisdom advice for you guys that I've at least learned the hard way, I'll say, because I failed. I messed up. I used strategies from the past that I was like, oh, that'll happen again. No, it didn't happen again. It was similar, but it was never the same again. So use an adaptive strategy to everything that you do. Keep an open mind. I think a lot of people also get stuck in the box, Craig, of like, they don't go outside their comfort zone. They don't travel to new places. They don't think about culture in a different way. They're just so like bang, bang, bang here and here. Like, get outside of your comfort zone. Think outside the box. That is how you win in investing. That's how you win in crypto. That's how you win in trading. That's how we do it inside GTG. #ad. Join us. But outside that, I think with this AI emerging and with crypto being just so imperative to that blockchain technology, smart contracts, DeFi, whatever it is, it really... I had a good chat to Pad about Abstract this morning in GTG as well on a live stream. And I said, he's like, Greeny, what about Abstract TG? I said, bro, they promised to upgrade their platform and they haven't even done that yet. So for me, I'm like like, you got Mega ETH coming out and saying they need certain requirements before they're launching their TG this morning. Let me pull up that tweet. Where is it? Here. So TG will happen for Mega ETH. Again, the saturation of layer 2s is a real concern. And I know Vitalik thinks the same. He obviously said the one type that'll emerge will be gaming or streaming or content or something down that, like a development platform, right? It's not going to be scalability. It's not going to be DeFi, okay? Ethereum dominates that. You got L1s that dominate that, all right? Layer 2s it's a very interesting world. So the TG update from Mega ETH was this morning is that they have KPIs to hit, right? They can hit any of these KPIs, and that will be the TGE will happen 7 days after. So the first one is 500 million in US or their stablecoin. Okay. KPI 2 was 10 Mafia apps fully deployed. They've got 5. And the third one was 3 apps with 50K daily fees for 30 days. I don't know if they've hit any of those. So it looked like, they had 5% of that one. So yeah, it looks like, I kind of like that they've gamified this, to be honest. And at least you know what I like about this compared to Abstract. They've communicated. You clearly know what is going to happen when it's going to happen, okay? And you can update this and look at it in real time. What we have with Abstract and so many others, and it's just a lack of clarity, a lack of purpose, a lack of communication, a lack of volume, a lack of DeFi, whatever you want to call it, right? So I'm not fighting Abstract. I'm purely commenting on markets in general, okay? Because I've been in this industry for a long time. I've seen a lot of shit fail, okay? I've seen a lot of shit win. But the takeaway here is communication is always key, Craig. I mean, the amount of FUD, you think about to Bored Ape yacht clubs, okay? After the bull cycle, everyone's like, where's your comms? What's the future? Why should I hold this asset anymore? It's the same with like layer 2s. Like, communication for a brand, for a creator, is so imperative for a business. Communication is arguably the most important part of any infrastructure, any business. And if a team gets that wrong, if a creator gets that wrong, it's often a red flag for me. And that's been a big reason I've stepped away from Abstract ages ago. Never really saw updates come to fruition. They never really supported creators. The token itself, the chain itself was really tough to be a trader, to be a creator. Again, our job is to stream, Craig. We've moved to YouTube and we're getting hundreds of views live or in replays. Abstract, there's like, I've got how many people on this platform right now? I've got 1 person watching on Abstract, okay? And we've got 14 people, 2 watching mine. So what? There's like 20 people on Abstract. There's no upside for a creator there, but that was a part that they really slammed home. So I get like Gigaverse is a huge hit, okay? Plenty of the apps on there are a huge hit, but I just really worry about where L2s are heading. I don't know. Is that a fair justification for the industry? We've seen Berachain die. We've seen Monad die. We've seen, I can't even remember the countless others that have launched and have died, right? So this is me not fudding. This is me just being realistic, taking an unbiased, unemotional approach, using my experience, my knowledge, my analysis, and going, that's a fair market interpretation, right?
I like the fact that what you've got on the screen here is that they've at least clearly defined their goals and what they want to hit before they launch. I would love Abstract to communicate this because from my understanding, what I remember, what did Lucas say? He wants to be the second L2 before they go live or something? Or
that was a very vague comment that he threw in one interview.
Like that was quite concerning even back then. You and me were like, well, what's the metric though of success, right? Was it you and me were like, is it popularity? Is it volume? Is it active traders on there?
Yeah.
What
addresses, transactions, apps?
What vanity metrics are you looking at? Because otherwise, I guess I just want to be able to turn a torch on in the dark and kind of be able to look around. And that's just not happened. So I would love Abstract to start putting in some real defined metrics that they need the chain to hit before they launch. And then I can look at that from an unbiased opinion and go, A, is that realistic? B, when do I think that will happen? I can start to sort of see a timeline that maybe they are. Whereas at the moment, I haven't really got an idea of what they're thinking.
No.
I have seen this week Abstract, I feel silly saying this, start to communicate again. I hope it continues. I've seen Saigar starting to get a bit active. They've got actually he jumped into a group chat I'm in yesterday, and he said they're going to do an AMA. That's their first one, right? That's a step in the right direction. Long may that continue. I just don't know why this is our first AMA. Now.
It should be a weekly thing. But again, like I said, communication is key. Okay, communication is key. Let's dive again, unbiased, just looking at analysis. Where do you think Abstract ranks in terms of TVL?
Dude, I got no idea, man. I'd hate to even guess, but I'm guessing it's not top 9. Is it the top 30? 50? 100? Top 100? Okay, 80.
A little bit higher than that. Okay, so let's have a look. So obviously Ethan, Solana, BNB, they've dominated for a long time. Let's start having a look at some interesting ones. Monad 20.
Already.
Yeah, Monad 20, Katana, which is a oh
my God.
Polygon variant / chain is at 22. Cardano 27. Bearer chain 34. Mega ETH 37. Ton 40. Pulse chain, absolute ridiculousness. 44.
If you're below these, bro, if you're below these.
Craig, just wait. Just stay patient. Look at this. Blast 51. Blast 51. Abstract 67.
Oh,
dude,
man.
I'm sorry. How is Blast bigger than Abstract? That is a big concern for me. That's a big concern for me.
It's just above Flow. Flow was 21. What was on Flow? Was it the Top Shot cards?
I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Cucker, man. No, there's some. I mean, that's hard to speak positively here. There's some real shite above Abstract, bro. So what does that make Abstract? Like, I'm not going to say it out loud, but like Thor chains there, brother. Like, I haven't heard of that since
Algorand, dude. Algorand. Like, these are just crazy, man. And again, I'm not fudding the builders, I'm not fudding the creators, I'm not fudding the games, but we're just looking at analysis, because that's what we do on this show, and educating around analysis. And we've done that for many months. Okay. It's not like the reason I stepped away is because I saw all of this happening well before in advance, because I've just been in this industry for a long time. And
Go to the TVL change on TVL, 1 month TVL change on Abstract quickly, bro. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to see how bad that is.
Negative 33%.
It's pretty high. It's pretty high, man. That's in the last month, let alone I wish you could go the last 6 months. It's possibly worse.
I mean, you can click on it and have a look, but
I mean, for everyone listening right now, I've still got bags on there, man. So I'm funding my own bags right now. So don't rustle your jimmies. I'm rustling my own jimmies right now. But I mean, that's terrible data. I can't say it man, damn it.
Yeah, the worry. Oh no, hold on. Oh, I nearly clicked the wrong button. Jeez. I thought I nearly clicked out of the stream, and I was like, oopsies. Yeah, no. The worry for me is not even the ecosystem. The worry for me is just how poorly it performs against something like this, Blast, which that's dead. Blast is dead, bro, and it has more TVL.
It's just almost the same lower TVL.
Crazy. Anyways, let's move on.
That to me screams poor team execution. Because you can't blame the traders. You can't blame the traders, right?
No, exactly. But okay, a few points on trading. Okay, you need to be adaptive. Okay, everyone's saying meme coins are down. Eli was trying to tell me yesterday on stream that meme coins on other chains had a different chart perspective to Abstract. Yeah, they dumped before the big dump occurred, but they all have the same charts. Whereas a pump and dump, literally since whenever the highs were of mid 25 and earlier, if they were earlier launches, which Abstract really wasn't because it only came around in 2025, they all have the same chart structure, okay? They're all setting new lows, okay, across all the majors. We talk Bonk, Whiff, Giga, SPX, Mog, Pepe. They all have the same structures, okay? So meme coins don't define a chain. I think that's a big lesson that people need to understand. NFTs do not define a chain, okay? Infrastructure, DeFi, creators, consumers, like exactly, like gaming, like it's the development of an ecosystem, okay? That what is defining a chain. Partnerships, sick. That's a cool hype thing for a week, but does that really translate to any long-term viewers or long-term participators? Not really.
I mean, we got Disney, didn't we, for a little bit? There was a bit of
exactly.
Disney.
So I don't know. I'm not fudding. I'm just purely commenting on experience, man. And
I mean,
I know I'm on about it, but it like these are just lessons you have to learn the hard way. And I try my best to educate that you guys so you don't learn these the hard way, right?
Yeah, no, look, and fair points. And like we were saying, I just want to frame this. This isn't a FUD abstract segment. It's just things that are concerning. And, we're going over data here, not feelings, but it makes me feel bad seeing the data. I have reached out to Saigar multiple times to come and have a chat. And no success. So for me, as a punter and someone that's pushed the chain a lot, and probably you and me, as much as people are probably really, if you're an abstract, you're probably hating this conversation right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm still there. I only didn't stream there for a week, guys. I've streamed consistently for it's over a year now. I'm 13 months on the chain. Greenie and I were some of the earliest people there, bro. We were cheerleading them hard. I found it frustrating that I just couldn't get those sorts of people to come have a conversation to our viewers and maybe just explain what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? I was just like, that to me was a little bit frustrating because when I saw things going down, I was like, man, this is the time when leadership needs to step up and talk. And I know it's hard to talk in those times. That's the job, man. Maybe it's not Saigar's job. That's not what I'm saying.
As a dev, yeah.
But I just, I'm frustrated. I hope what I'm seeing now, I am seeing movement by the team. So even though we just kind of bagged them out a little bit here, I'm seeing the right things now. But I do want to also say I have seen the right things in the past start to happen, and then they died off again.
Exactly.
So I'm a little bit gun shy now to be like, we're on, boys. Like, don't get me wrong. I promise, I will be the biggest cheerleader for abstract. I swear. Like I want a consumer chain. I want the iOS of crypto. I want the Apple Store of crypto. I hoped abstract could be that. Currently, it's not. But if they make the right moves, honestly, you'll see me turn around so quickly, and I will bull post them so hard. But I just need a reason to do it, and I haven't been given a reason yet, man. Like I don't want to. I can't just. It gets tiresome. I can't just bull post for the sake of bull posting because that's kind of not genuine, right? I'm not going to go. Yeah, sorry, Greeny.
No. Let's dive deep because some of the comments are saying fees is better or revenues are better. I disagree. With that. It's better for a business perspective, and sure,
we're not reaping the rewards of those fees, though, are we?
The ecosystem doesn't. It's the people, the builders, who reap the rewards from revenue and fees, right?
Cool. That's cool, but we need to win too.
Yeah, so let's have a look at that. So just for comparison, fees, Abstract is currently ranked 16th, but they've only earned $4,000 in fees, 28 grand in the past week, okay, or 150 grand in the past month, okay. In comparison to other chains, I mean, they're getting slammed, but they're doing okay in terms of other L2s, which is important. They are above Monad. What else? If I scroll down this list, they're above Aptos. They're above in terms of fees, cool. They're doing all right. But again, like we said, that doesn't for me, TVL is more important because that reflects other users putting money on the chain. And that's me and Craig putting money on the chain, right? The fact that Blast has more money on the chain compared to Abstract, that's a big red flag. That's a worry, right? Okay, let's look at volume. Okay, so now we look at volume. So we just looked at fees. Let's look at volume. Okay, again, this is all ranked by 24, 7 days, and 30 days. If we come and have a look, Abstract sits. Did I scroll past it? No, I didn't scroll past it. Okay, my control F doesn't want to work. Where are you? Abstract 44th for volume. Okay. So even if you want to take a perspective from business and volume, they're ranked 44, okay, 148 million in the past 30 days. So if we have a look, that's 42nd in the past month, okay, for volume. So if we just have a comparison to some of the others, I mean, Berachain still has more volume, Linear has more volume, Plasma has more volume, Say has, like, who the hell's trading on Say, man? Katana over on Polygon has more volume, Aptos has more volume. Who uses Aptos, bro? Seriously, Monad has way more volume. Sui obviously has more volume. It's been around a lot longer, but yeah, just it's always good to compare it again, like we say, across a range of different metrics. It's still a worry for me, based on those stats.
Yeah. I try to put a positive spin on this. Hopefully we can see the team turn this around, brother. And I will be I'll be super stoked because I want the abstract TGE to go well. I'm platinum too. If it goes well, I'm going to make a lot of money. If it goes shite, I'm going to lose a lot of money. Please turn this around, team. Please start to address the concerns that the average day user have. Like Greenie and I, we're not out here fudding you for nothing. We want to see you win. Greenie's got platinum too. If TGE goes well, he'll make good money. Show me something that I can get loud about, please.
They need to raise more money. They need to increase their team. They need to have proper communication weekly. They need to raise more money and admit that the wrong approach was the wrong approach, I think is the goal. Because then they will have resources and time to improve. Anyways, let's talk about this. I mean, we were going to talk about a few other topics, but we might not get to that today. Let's talk about
comment. I hope it goes down in flames.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's and that's what I mean. The last comment on abstract.
It's flames at the moment.
It's like the fourth or the fifth iteration of that ecosystem. Okay, Pudgy Penguins, Little Pudgies, the Rods, Pengu token, abstract. It's the fifth iteration of the same ecosystem. And again, the feedback I gave to Saigar like 9 months ago, 6 months ago, I can't remember what it was. August. So what's that? 6 months ago was literally, you need to differentiate yourself from Pudgy Penguins. Okay. You need to support creators because they're the one holding up your chain. Okay. And you probably need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I gave him a range of different things. He said, Greenie, fantastic. Thank you so much. Never heard again from him. So very interesting. Again, I'm out here to help people if they want to listen. And sometimes you need to listen to people who are, one, creating content, two, part of your ecosystem, particularly from day dot. Like Eli Shaw has become the champion of abstract. He was not there in day one, man. You know who was there on day one? Greenie. All right. So all these people are saying, "Oh, Greenie, you came in and you extracted on." I traded on every chain, legend. Okay, I traded on every chain. I made money on abstract. I also round trip tens of thousands of dollars because of people like Eli. All right. And I'm not blaming him. That was I'm pressing the buttons. But because of the liquidity issues, because of everything like that, like people have a short-term memory, man. You go back, okay? I was one of the top. I mean, this is back when Leon and Marianne were very much the first couple creators, but they partnered with him indirectly or directly. We don't know, all right? I was the first creator. I brought Craig over as well, and I'm sure a lot of people would have got stuck into abstract. I created YouTube tutorials to help people trade on there, to understand XP, months before all these other people start saying, oh, Greenie, you were an extractor. Listen, legend, that's not me. That's not the brand. And there's so much proof of that out there. So that's the last comment I want to talk about.
Everyone's an extractor though, man. Who isn't? If you're here to make money, you're here to extract. Because for me to take $10, someone has to lose 10.
Exactly. If you're here to make money, you're an extractor. You're an extractor.
Man. I've taking profits on Bitcoin. I probably extracted from many people.
Okay, no, hold on. Craig, I wasn't going to comment anymore about abstract, but wealth creators is brought up a very important topic for me. Dude, it is a cult. There is a group on there that is and they kicked me out. They kicked Craig out. They kicked Eli out. It is a cult. If you understand the definition of a cult, you will understand that community, I'm not going to name it, is literally a cult. And it is literally, it goes against the entire purpose of abstract as a consumer-friendly chain, okay? I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. The wealth grifter cults, and these cults are only got a couple thousand followers too, but it is a cult, man. And it's that in itself probably is a massive issue that the team is also like, well, holy hell, how do we do this? We also had the manipulation of the meme coins by other communities. Again, it was never our community. GTG never did that. We were pro abstract for a long time. We pro traded in a very public and professional way. These other guys, they controlled supply. They dumped supply consistently together across multiple tokens, and they walked away. They extracted, okay? They weren't creating content on the chain every day. They weren't writing threads about it on X. They weren't interviewing teams and members. We interviewed the Giga. We interviewed heaps of people from abstract.
Everyone,
exactly.
every trader just about.
No, I mean, oh, dude, no, I mean, if you can read between lines, that's exactly who I'm talking about, Legend. That is exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah. And there's a reason. I mean, he's been dumping his pudgy penguins too. So it's interesting. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Again, I spend every day in this industry. I know what the fuck's going on. I know what's going on from the tiny roots of abstract to the macro understanding. It's your job to be on top of that. It's my job to be on top of that. And again, going back to the comments before, I've been building more in the bear market for GTG than I was in the bull market. I've been updating more in the bear market than I have been in the bull market. And I've been communicating more and partnering with more opportunities within the GTG ecosystem, okay? It's a sad reality that, unfortunately, a lot of businesses don't reflect that. So anyways, OpenSea, Craig, did you get any rewards for Wave 5 or not?
Nah, I haven't been trading on there. I did today. I bought a few norms. I bought a few normies today. But I haven't been doing chess. Yeah. Well, what'd you get, Granny? What'd you get?
I got $113 back.
Let's go.
Don't know how much I spent this month. I bought a bit of Rect on there and sold a bit of Rect on there, so probably got farmed more of the fees, 50%. Hey Assassin, GM champs, Eli says in my chat, GM to Mr. Gold Digger on Abstract. Good to be back. I got 5 years on Abstract. Should be streaming every day on Abstract. Don't spend it all at once. Eli says, yeah, mate, that's probably one round of golf in Australia, $113. OpenSea, so last month, I assume this is the last wave. Our understanding is they have an announcement on the 30th of March, which is my birthday. And then the 31st is the last day of Q1, which they have previously announced as their TGE. It would be hilarious. It would be absolutely hilarious if they delayed their TG after publicly announcing a year ago they were going to TG and publicly announcing that Q1 2026 was the time that they were launching. Wave 6 is the last wave, I would assume. 39 days to farm, Greg. 39 days to farm. I will be upset if I get anything less than $10,000 to $20,000 for my OpenSea airdrop.
I will be interested to see on March 30th if they announce it's happening on March 31st. Hopefully, man. But I mean, I can't wait to see the outrage. Like, if they delay it again, people are going to burn OpenSea down, man. Like that, people are ready to pop. They really are, and myself included. I will smoke them, man. And I'm not the biggest account, but there's plenty of us. There's hundreds of me, hundreds, thousands. So yeah, bring it on, man. OpenSea, I hope you deliver, man. You've taken in a lot of fees over a lot of years. You owe us, man. You owe us.
Surely
You promised us. You promised us. You made promises, guys.
Surely it's going to be a cook. Is it going to be a cook?
I mean, if anyone can cook, if anyone can crime it, OpenSea can. They've got the money. Will they crime it? I hope we all get a little win, dude. We all deserve a little win. I mean, it's tough for everyone out there. And as much as you and me are laughing at the moment, it is tough out there. Prices are going down. Everything's going down. NFTs are going down. Everything's getting smashed. I would love a good news story. OpenSea can be that good news story. But God forbid if it's not, man. There's some emotions out there on the timeline, and OpenSea will get destroyed. So
yeah.
I'm interested to watch this unfold.
Eli said his birthday is also in March, and he says he turns 19. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, bro.
Happy birthday, so we're all in March, eh? What a bunch of legends.
Legends, bro. Yeah, legends are born in March. Legends are born. I mean, I can't listen to Eli. I don't know what's factual and what's not.
No, neither. His whole life is a mystery to me, man. Like.
So, Craig, this is the next Bored Ape Yacht Club. You're telling me you didn't even shill this to me in my DMs this morning. What is your entry? What is your entry?
Is slightly higher than our Granny, so you're in luck, man. I picked up 3. Look, I bought these because A, they were cheap. And I haven't bought NFTs in a while, and my tweet actually got a pretty good response. I like the fact I didn't even dive into the way these are created. I had a little look. There's some pretty interesting posts how they went about this. It reminds me a little bit of Natcats, just in the way that it was produced. Oh, I don't even want to talk with. I think it used AI. Natcats didn't use AI, but I believe Natcats used the Bitcoin blockchain. Whereas this used, I think, a little bit of AI. I thought it was a bit interesting at first. The art didn't really slap me real good, but then I found a couple that I didn't mind. There's some pretty buzzy ones out there. I bought 3. I spent $100. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked. I just wanted something to. I don't know. Maybe it's silly. I can't even give you a good reason why I bought it, dude. Honestly.
That is literally that is literally the definition
I wanted
of
something to do, Greenie. I wanted something to do.
That's literally, you just want to click buttons because you're a gambler, Craig. That is literally the definition of crypto. If you can't justify why you're buying something, you really shouldn't buy anything.
I hope price goes up.
Oh, dude. Look, let's have a look at this. So from a trading perspective, unique ownership at 20% is a worry. Listed 14% is still very high. So, I mean, these have done well, but one would argue there will come a time where it would be a little bit of a worry because ownership is just so low and listing is so high. Like ideally, you want ownership to be as close to 50%, if not higher. Just means control, like supply control is not going to be an issue, right? Listed 14%. I don't know, man. I don't think I'll be buying any of this. I don't even think I have ETH on chain. I've got 10 grand sitting there, but the majority of that's on hyperliquid. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I think these will pull back a bit. Obviously, this time of day it starts to slow. I think these will go cheaper over the next few hours. The thing that actually made me buy was I saw a lot of higher rarities getting bought up about an hour ago, $500 sort of thing. So when I watch higher rarities sell pretty quickly, in my experience in NFTs, the floor will move with it. Eventually, it'll catch up. Might be wrong, might be right. But when I saw those rares starting to get bought, I was like, okay, hang on, I'll buy the floor, and then I'll start to go from there. So that's really what tipped me off to buy it, or tipped me over the edge, was seeing people starting to buy the rares. So then I was like, okay, I've seen this before. Not saying it'll play. I do like a cowboy hat though.
Oh, dude, no, we're not talking about this in 2026, surely.
We are, man. This is bear market stuff, man. This is what's going to happen in the bear market. Some NFTs are going to pop and some art's going to pop. Open editions might come back. That's my.
Is this an open edition or not?
No,
so
it's
Good
not.
Vibes Club also 22% and 7% listed. Yeah,
7% listed is good though.
Yeah, at least it's come down a little bit, but the worry is still 22%.
Those look sick.
Yeah,
these are easy to like.
These are. I don't mind. You know what? I see. I'm AI like, and it's black and white. I don't like. I'm a color guy. Like, I mean, as you can see, like there's plenty of color in this room. I'd much like, particularly in a PFP / NFT. I do like a bit of color, not black and white.
I hear you. I agree. Know. I still think that cowboy hat there looks dope though.
Number 3 for an ETH. Yeah, just go and spend whatever. How much is an ETH these days?
About $900 at the moment. No, it's coming soon. Coming soon.
What's the floor? 0.0. What's the highest rare for under 0.05?
Jeez, you're risking a lot going there, right?
Good luck if you cook on this. I can't click buy that. I can't. I'm thinking about my tax transactions. I'm thinking about my well-being.
If these double in price, I'm going to make $100 US on 3.
Greg, I got more cash back for OpenSea farming the fees than that, mate.
Green, you stop funding my bags live, man.
Hey, again, I'm bearish when I need to be bearish, bullish when I need to be bullish. No, I'm playing.
I don't care what you say.
I mean, good luck.
I'll need it, bro. I'll need it on this one.
All the best. How much is that in US?
It's $33 or something. Sorry, the floor is $34. I bought it $37. It's chump change, Greenie, for me. Chump change. I'll throw it away.
Oh, geez, that's a steak dinner.
It is. That's actually. I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah, now that you put it that way,
that's 2 steaks with the butcher.
Maybe I'm just seeking the engagement, dude. Maybe I'm just seeking the engagement.
You know what? That's how I started my brand, NFT community engagement. You buy an NFT, you post about it, you connect with people, and you do that over a period of time with different communities. That's literally how I started my brand.
It's how you've got to do it in the bear, man, because there's not much to talk about.
Except for bearish takes and people just
I can't keep being doom and gloom. I need something to hang my head on.
Optimism always is better. Yeah, optimism is better in a bear market too. It is.
Honestly, I think part of me just needed something to, what's the word I can use here? So I don't even know the words to use, man. I don't even know the word. I can't even say it. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. It was possibly a stupid buy. Maybe I got caught. But what it really was seeing those rare sales. Like, okay, maybe this has got enough of a community behind it now that it'll snowball a little bit. But certainly for the viewers out there, don't just ape in because I took a risk. Although I spent $100 US, so it's okay. I can afford to lose that. Do I want to lose it? No, I don't. The other thing that maybe concerns me is the 10K mint number. I'd way prefer that to be 5 or 3 on a collection like this.
Yeah.
So
something
to think about.
Yeah.
Please buy my bags. These are fantastic art. Like,
this is the next Bored Ape Yacht Club happening in real time.
Could be, man. I've seen, things are going to come out of the bear market. Let's hope it's this bad boy. But look, on a more serious note, it's actually kind of cool to see the timeline get hyped about something. That's probably what I got caught up in. So a little bit of positivity on my Friday. I was like, hey, I'll try run this up. Let's see if I can bull post this to half an ETH.
Half an ETH? That's a 40x from here. Holy shit.
Let's go. Come with me, everyone. Come with me on this journey.
All right. I say, I wish you luck. They just hit 100 ETH of volume. What is this leaderboard that they've got? Ranked by community votes. Is this like what is this? Which
mechanism? That's cool. Okay.
How
do you burn? Can you combine them? Is that how they're going to burn?
Is there actually? Hold on. I thought it could be a really nice tool for normies to enter. No, I don't think there's a burn mechanism.
There needs to be.
Yeah, no, there isn't a burn mechanism.
G6, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I think it's just you vote for which one is more normie.
What they should do, bro. This can't happen, I don't think, because they won't have.
There is. Okay, so there is going to be a burn mechanism. Okay, on eventually. Okay.
I would like it to go up to community vote, and if you own the one that gets the lowest votes, it gets burned, and it's not out of your control. Imagine that.
Well, it's all subjective, isn't it? Like, art is subjective, so
it's very much so. I would love that to happen. Even on mine, I'll be like, hell yeah, let's run it up. I know they can. Hey, I got tipped, Brad. No way, 1,000 pingu. Let's go,
dude. What, Brad? It's a bear market, bro. Oh, dude, I got 8 people on abstract. I'm breaking the platform, Greg.
But my only viewer tipped me. Must have felt sorry for me. Thanks, Craig. I love you.
Craig, I'm breaking abstract with 8 viewers right now. What's going on?
It's hard on there, bro. It's hard. I used to average about 4 or 5. It's tough, bro. And actually, I'm not going to smash abstract again. We did that enough. I won't bring up the
We've already talked about it at length earlier.
It's Friday. It's Beer Friday. Let's have a great day. Normies are going to the moon. We're sending this to 0.5, guys. Hopefully. Let's go.
I just hope my live streaming means my abstract TG eventually will be 10 grand minimum.
You know what? Just on another note on abstract, I noticed when I was streaming, I started to get higher XP. So maybe they've started to add XP there for streamers. It was about 20%.
Surely.
higher.
There's like 20 viewers on the chain. That would make a lot of sense if you have viewership.
Why not? Why? Help me. Like, shucks, incentivize me, please. Like, oh man, I just
2,500, 2,300, 1,733, 1,728, 1,845. Banging weeks, bro. Banging weeks.
You've been going actually not far off me though, to be honest.
I'm only earning 2,000 XP a week, but I only have $200 on the chain. Oh no, I have a bit locked up on Myriad, which last time I tried to go into Myriad, it wasn't even working. So I need to check.
I was down. Yeah. When are they going to launch? When are they going to TGE and we can get a win there, man?
Yeah, dude, Froke's been quiet on that. Froke has been quiet on that for a while.
Man, it's like, guys, like, Are you not going to do it anymore, or
Are they moving chains? I don't know.
yeah, you're going to shift? Are you going to Solana?
Oh, dude, imagine. Hold on, I gotta log in and see my myriad bets. Oh, dude, last topic I want to talk about. I'm gonna cancel my private health insurance. Do you pay for private health insurance?
I
Really
do
random
not.
topic. Really
I do
random
not.
topic. It's so expensive.
Nah, dude, I'm out. I'm out of that. I put money aside in a separate wallet for that now.
Yeah.
And I'll use it if I
Oh,
need.
that's smart. Like as an yeah, and just go do your checkups whenever you need to.
I think so, man. Because I was looking at the prices of it, and I was like, "Whoa, this is just too much." Like,
fair.
I mean, it's saying that when you needed something, I guess it's worth every penny. But go to the gym, look after yourself, eat well, and hopefully you can, God forbid, avoid all those diseases and just put money aside for a rainy day. The hard part is remembering to put the money aside, guys. That's where the insurance companies get you, because they're basically betting on the fact you're too retarded to actually stick to it. So try and stick to it, and you'll probably save money.
Apparently, I went up in rank. How odd.
Is that all the time? That's probably pretty good.
No. This is just for this season, just on this season. And my two only bets that I still have open is no all-time highs before July and on Solana and Bitcoin. How are these not at 98% already? I'm sorry. They're at 92 and 90. Like, come on, bro. We're not seeing all-time highs in the next 4 months. We're not.
Yeah.
Pay me out. Pay me out early.
Yeah. That's not happening.
And also Myriad with Zeet, which we haven't heard an update of Zeet cards either yet this week. We hopefully we'll have. We won't talk about that. No, I'm supposed to get a lot of points from the Zeet tournament, is what I'm trying to say. And like a lot of points that'll push me in the top 50 or 100. I'm pretty sure. So.
Well, for just quickly on Zeet before we go, I thought their packs went live this week for purchase.
Oh, did they? I don't know. Let's have a look.
I think they were meant to go live this week, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Obviously, there's two ways you can buy the packs for the people out there. I believe you either need to be holding you can buy it with Zeets or with crypto. So Greeny's got about a gazillion Zeets, so he'll be able to buy all the packs.
Yeah, but do I want to spend it? Is the secret sauce actually holding Zeets?
The TGE.
If they don't make it clear, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm definitely not gonna make it clear, man. They want you spending, surely.
Here's my deck. I got some good people on here.
You do, bro. I didn't get. Did you get Eli?
Yeah, I got Eli.
You did, you dirty dog. Eli sent me a link, and he had already sent it to someone else, and they minted, which was nice of Eli, the dirty dog. So I didn't get it.
The one I'm so happy that I have is Jack, dude. Jack is gonna.
I got him straight away. Immediately. I was like, give me your card, Zach.
Yeah, I need Jack. I need his card. I said,
the guy's a beast, bro. The guy's a beast.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Jack, a young dude who's absolutely killed clipping. Like,
yeah. You know what? Actually, I might be heading to New Zealand for CryptoCon later this year.
Oh, dope. Yeah, New Zealand, Auckland. That's sick.
Yeah, so I might hit him up. I don't know where he lives in New Zealand. I'm just doxing his location.
Yeah, actually, I won't say it either. It might be close to where that is. I reckon he might be there.
Yeah, maybe. I might say, hey, bro, let's catch up because I'll be there. Yeah.
When is that? Is that mid-year?
June, I think, from memory. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
I got approached to talk at it, so that was nice.
Yeah, that's real cool. Yeah, big compliment. Well done, dude. That's sick.
But yeah, coming soon. It says coming soon. So legendary pack, Craig. Who's going to be in the legendary pack? How are they going to measure this? So how are they going to measure? Last topic. I mean, I said last topic.
It's going to be metric based.
It's Friday, so we can go a little bit longer. This is fun. It's a bear market, but how are they going to track it? Like, if the API, they don't have access to it.
That's
people like conversions. Like, people are saying to me conversions. I don't know what they mean by that. Like, what do you mean by conversions?
Yeah, I don't know. Either.
Eli, what? How?
Yeah, talk to us, Eli. Isn't Eli an advisor?
He is, yeah.
Eli, give us the alpha, brother. What's the hell's going on? When can I buy some packs? When can I rip an Eli card?
When can I rip? People are asking how to get started. Here you go.
Yeah, jump on. I think in bear markets, things like this actually stand a chance to cook, bro, because there's literally nothing else. Like, that's why I was talking about NFTs. These people are so bored and they want to gamble. Humans want to, I bought normies. I want to gamble too. I am they. I think these are going to go. I think these could go well, bro. I'm pretty excited about this. That's why I want to rip some packs. I just want something to do and talk about. Something other than prices are down. Prices are down. Gets a bit boring.
Like, Travis says conversions like Web 2 KPIs. Like what? Like what? Like we. You're giving cards to wrong. I literally gave my card to like half of the GTG community who aren't even creators. So I was people like that who just comment, like they're just generalizing other calls. I'm like, I literally gave half of mine away to people who don't even have a Twitter account. Like that's how generous I was. All right. So just relax out there.
Yeah, people get salty.
So it's going to be performance marketing, measurable results, referrals, signups, deposits, bridges, transactions.
Gee, that's a lot to monitor. But
oh, Craig got rugged again. Abstract's got him again. 2 days in a row. Not Abstract, sorry. AVAX got him again.
Get out, AVAX. Voves. Relax.
Yeah. No, so it's going to be performance marketing. So what? Just views? So that's so superficial, bro. So superficial.
Sorry, just bull posting my normies.
I'm just de-stressing.
Yeah, look, I don't know how they're going to measure that, but I'm keen to see how it unfolds. Surely that team's got this covered. Surely. Yeah,
I would assume so. If they want another advisor, my DMs are open. All right, that'll do today. Great show. We unpacked, obviously, a lot of abstract, a lot of L2s. We talked about Mega ETH. We also spoke about Trump and his influence on the markets. We spoke about at length how altcoin seasons will never be the same as they were in 2017 and 2021. And we spoke about so much more crypto price updates, market news that influences everything. As always, if you want up-to-date, realistic, unbiased, unemotional, unscripted takes, then you're in the right place and you should click follow right now or click subscribe if you are watching us, because we're live at this same time every single day. First stream back on Abstract in, I don't even know, 6 months plus. I broke the platform with 8 viewers, bro. Let's go. I'm bringing people back to Abstract, baby. Let's go. Nah, just kidding. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and supporting Craig and I. We very much do appreciate it. But last comment from me. Have a lovely weekend, guys. Stay patient. Plenty of time to accumulate, in my opinion, in 2026. And Craig, you also have a lovely weekend. Thanks for hanging with us, chat. And we'll see you again Sunday night or Monday morning, Craig.
Thanks, Granny. Thanks, everyone. And I look forward to ripping some Z cards. And let's go, normies. Pump my bags, guys. Pump my bags. And we'll see you on Sunday/Monday.
Where can I short NFTs?
Damn it. Don't say that out loud.
Have a great week.